part 2. Welcome to the second video. Thank you for tuning in. This is just for the part 2 of the Nakto F2. Right there. It is by far one of the coolest things so far. Now, this is a review type of video, not compared to the part 1 video. I mean, I at least got that out of the way because, you know, all of the things with YouTube and regulations and all that stuff. But here's the Nakto F2 and what my honest thoughts are for this bike. Well, you know, first off, transportation-wise, it's kind of difficult to put it in a car, of course, because this thing is massive. And of course, it's not compared to all of those folding bikes, you know, where they just fold up and then you just put it in. I have another video actually with the hay bike. The hay bike up here, if you want to check that out. It's a folding bike where it's kind of like easy to transport wherever you want. Put it in the back of the car, SUV, and of course, that's just something that it's easy to transport. Aside from this one, doesn't fold at all. And this is where everything takes down for, you just have to ride the bike actually just to transport this thing wherever you need to go. Like here, I had to use the bike rack in the back of my car. I had to use that in order to bring this because, you know, I could still bring it, you know, in the back. I can still put it, but yeah, it just requires a lot of manpower to carry this thing because this thing is 80 pounds. 80 pounds with the battery. So it's kind of like 70 pounds without the battery, somewhere around that. But that's because, you know, the battery is heavy. So transportation-wise, this is kind of difficult to bring around because it is heavy. Not unless you have like a proper bike mount in the back of your car with the ball joint, the ball head. I don't know what it's called, the toe head, ball head, something like that. Yeah, for the bike mounts. Anyway, for that. I mean, I wouldn't even recommend the bike rack that I have in my car because this thing is heavy. I mean, the bike rack that I have right now can handle up to 70 pounds max. And this is about 70 pounds without the battery. Well, the max weight capacity of this thing is 400 pounds. Pretty decent, it's pretty good because it can carry 400 pounds. I did ride around with a friend of mine. He was in the back. He was trying to record some stuff for some shots and all that. And he was just in the back and we both pretty much weighed around that point. 400, they're 300 something pounds. So this thing can handle the weight, definitely. Especially when you have groceries on you, backpack, bag in the back, everything else, 400 pounds, max weight. This bike goes around 25 to 28 miles per hour, which is really fast and with the 60-mile range, which is insane. Oh, but don't get me wrong, I don't know if I'll be able to finish that 60 miles for 60 miles. That's pretty far. This does have a 750 watt battery. This thing's a beast. It's scary at times. The first time I rode it, you know, from that first video, I got really surprised. I really did. I mean, that's my honest thought. I really did get surprised about the power on this thing. I kind of did overestimate myself with when I was with my friend, when he did some shots with the drone shots with this thing. I did, honestly, I did do multiple crashes. I do have some scrapes and burns and bruises and all that. Here's a picture for reference. Yeah, it was bad. It was pretty bad. But I mean, all of it's worth it. It's nice. That's why you always have to wear protection. Safety's first. Don't be like me. I'm a professional idiot. So all of that things, it's always make sure to wear your pads, make sure to wear your helmet, all those things, because this thing can get you seriously injured. But in a fun way, because this is extreme. That's the fun way to do it, of course, right? What other way to enjoy life, where you're just trying to stay behind something or someone when everything is just right in front of you? Just go for it, because it's not always greener on the other side of the yard or something like that. Another thing, not to riding electric bikes because it's wet, everything's slippery, less vision. So don't do what I do. It's just me here having like disclaimer that you should not do this if you don't want to have fun. You know, I think the downsides of this bike is that when I did crash and burn and all that stuff with all the crazy stunts what I just been doing with my buddy, and the derailleur kind of like bent. I don't know, maybe it's just the Shimano brand. I'm not totally aware of the Shimano products, but both of them, you know, the derailleur, I don't know if I'm saying it right, but you know, that kind of like got bent totally bad, and the chain got loose, and that's where we were just trying to like figure out how to fix this and fix that and all that stuff, and I had to purchase another one, derailleur, plus the shifter knob, you know, that's on the handle. I had to purchase those, but those were actually really cheap and really easy to fix. So that was actually a cool thing. This is a weird kind of angle, isn't it? Yeah, I think it's moving. Oh no, I gotta. This is how foggy it is right now here in Florida. Check that out. And it's a bit rainy now. I don't know if you can see that boat over there. Let me zoom in. Look, it's right there. But yeah. This thing, man, it's a whole different level of an electric bike. I love it. I had to leave because it was starting to get rain. It was starting to get drizzly, and of course you couldn't like mix in with, you know, electronic gear with a camera, especially the bike too. And of course riding the bike in the rain, that's not totally, you know, recommended. For this specific bike, you'd have to transport it properly to a bike rack, bike mount to your car. If ever you want to ride this thing away from your house or wherever you live, I think this is just mostly for, you know, anything that is pretty close to where you live, pretty close to where you actually store this bike. Because it is kind of a pain to mount it and remount it. Not unless if you really want to. I mean, that's just me. Oh, it's starting to rain. Oh my God. It's mounted in the back outside, even though it's raining. I did wrap around like plastic, you know, around the kind of exposed electronics. So I just wrapped around plastic all around it. And then from time to time, I'm just keeping an eye on the bike right now, just hoping that it doesn't just fall off. The Nakto F2. It is a pretty cool bike. Looks like a motorcycle, to be honest. A mock-up of the Super 73, which is pretty cool. Massively expensive compared to this one. That's why it's fine for me to just hook it onto the back. But if that was the Super 73, I don't know if I would want to like bring this anywhere for like that. Because who knows, maybe that would just fall off in the back and I'd have to go chase after it. If you did watch, you know, part 1 of the video, part 2 of this video, this one right here, I really do appreciate it. Thank you for watching. I mean, if you are interested in getting this kind of e-bike through Nakto, I do have a coupon code LJ60. That's LJ60, LJ60, to take $60 off your electric bike. So if ever you do want the F2 or the foldable bike in the Nakto website, you take $60 off. Use the coupon code LJ60. That kind of like helps me out too. Win-win. Let's build up a community. Come on, let's go. Might as well subscribe, right? I do travels a lot, so hi, I'm LJ FELIX. I pretty soon, hopefully, I'll be going to Tennessee. Right now I'm in Florida, Tennessee, and then probably in the near future I'm gonna go back to the Philippines. Stick around for that. Go back to the Philippines because I do have like a special event for, you know, family over there. Maybe I'll do a little bit of vlogs over there. You know what? If you subscribe to the channel right now, I'll see what I can do to ship out this bike. Sound like a deal? I'll see what I can do. I can't promise you anything, but I'll see what I can do if you subscribe. Because of course I can see all the subscribers, all the updates and all that stuff, and analytics, whatever stuff like that. But if you do subscribe, you could get this bike. Could. Might as well, right? Thank you very much for watching. Subscribe, like, leave a comment, do all that fun jazz with YouTube stuff. Yeah, I don't even know if I consider myself a YouTuber, but I'm getting contacts now, which is pretty insane now with just, being like a small YouTuber. But anyway, bye. Have a good one. Have a good rest of your day. Talking to a camera while eating, while driving, do not do. Remember, I'm a professional idiot. Okay?